Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another downtown of Devblog. Let's get to it. So first of all, let's have a look at the new police AI. So here you can see a top-down view of the current map. And these right here are the roads that both the player and the police can drive on. Now obviously, since the map is arranged in such a uniform, grid-like way, it becomes pretty boring and kind of repetitive after some time, since all the turns are always the same distance, and yeah, it all just feels a little bit boring. Now at the time I did choose this system for a reason, because it made it very easy to implement the police AI. But luckily I've been working on a new system, so let's go ahead and check that out. So from now on, you don't have to stay on these designated roads anymore. You can turn off-road and drive within these city blocks. Each one of these blocks is made up of smaller tiles, and each tile is connected to either an adjacent road or another tile by different connection types. Those are small entrances that allow you to pass through them. You can see them right here. They're either like 1, 2, or 3 smaller passages you can drive through. Now let's have a look how the new police AI actually works with this new system. So right now you can see other police is just driving as they used to be before on the road. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the police is now able to drive off the road into these smaller city blocks and navigate in that space as well. So yeah, here you can see how the new Waypoint Navigation System allows police to follow the player into these smaller city blocks, which is pretty nice. Alright, so on to the controls menu. So first off, as you can see, from now on, when you use a controller, the controls menu will actually show you the icons of the buttons you're using or mapping, which is very nice. The other thing that I liked is that now you don't have two separate controls menus for keyboard and the controller, but rather there's one menu that switches depending on which device you're using, and I think that makes it a lot more intuitive and easier to work with. Alright, so last but most certainly not least, let's go ahead and check out the new dynamic music system. Let's just have a listen. So what's interesting about this is, as you might have noticed, the music actually dynamically changes depending on how close you get to this big blooming red square. In the actual case of the game, it would be the closer you get to the police, the more elements of the music are being added step by step. So that's a wrap for today's Devblog. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I really hope this format is a lot more interesting than the one I've used previously. I feel like the time lapse I was doing was a little bit boring and repetitive and didn't really show what has actually changed in the game. So now showing results, it's a lot more easier to just point out what things have been worked on, and yeah, I think it makes it overall more enjoyable to watch, and that's what it comes down to. Either way, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Peace.